Hello everyone, welcome to Concept Classes. Today we are going to do a question of trust from Footprints Without Feet. Okay, a question of trust talks about a thief named Horace Denby. Okay, what happened that Horace Denby once went to a village, okay, in a house at Shotover Grange. There he went to steal a safe, and on the process of stealing a safe he came across a lady who befooled him and ultimately got him caught by a police. Okay, so this is just a brief description of the entire story. We shall come learn about it more. So let us start. Everyone thought that Horace Denby was a good, honest citizen. He was about 50 years old. Okay, so this is something to mark. He was about, what was his age? He was 50 years old and he was unmarried. And he lived with a housekeeper. How many housekeepers did he have? Only one. Who worried over his health. Full stop. In fact, he was usually very well and happy except for attacks of hay fever in summer. He made locks and was successful enough at his business to have 2 helpers. Yes, Horace Denby was good and respectable, but not completely honest. Okay, what are the important things that we should mark from here? It is that what was Mr. Horace Denby's age? Okay, so Horace Denby was 50 years old. What was his age? He was 50 years old and he was unmarried. Again, how many helpers did he have? He had only a helper, which is also named as housekeeper by the author. Okay, again, who is the author of this prose? It is Victor Canning. Okay, so this may come as one mark question now. So he was 50 years old and he was unmarried and he had a housekeeper who had taken care of him. He was usually very well and happy. Basically, he was healthy except for hay fever. Hay fever, it's a kind of disease when someone sneezes when they are allergic to pollen or dust. Okay, pollen. Okay, it's a pollen or dust. Now, as we know that Horace Denby was a thief, but again he had a business of manufacturing locks. How many helpers did he help to help him manufacture locks? There were 2 helpers. Okay, so as he was a successful businessman, he was being respectable, but was he honest? No, he was not honest because Horace Denby was a thief. Now, moving on to the next paragraph. 15 years ago, Horace had served his first and only sentence in a prison library. How many years ago did he serve his prison hold? It was 15 years ago. It was 15 years ago. Okay, mark it. It was not for 15 years. It was 15 years ago. And how many times did he serve his prison hold? It was the first and only sentence. He loved rare and expensive book. Again, this is very important thing to mark. Okay, he had, he was passionate about rare, something that is uncommon, and expensive books. Expensive books. Okay, kindly excuse my handwriting. Okay, because I'm using the pen tablet for the first time. Okay, so with the passage of time, I shall improve it. Anyway, so he loved rare, expensive books. So he robbed a safe every year. So he robbed a safe. Safe here means lockers. Okay, you must have heard of bank lockers. So this is what it is. Okay, so he robbed a safe every year. Each year he planned carefully just what he would do, stole enough to last for 12 months and secretly bought the books he loved through an agent. Okay, so he stole once a year. This can come as MCQ. Okay, one more question, that Horace Denby stole only once a year and he lasted, the money that he derived out of that stolen goods lasted him for a year. And what did he do with the money that he derived after stealing? He bought rare and expensive book. Did he buy those books directly? No, he bought it through an agent. Okay, he bought it through an agent. Now walking. Okay, wait, something's yeah. Now walking in the bright July sunshine, he felt, okay, from this stanza we come across, his planning to steal a house at Shotover Grange. Now, walking in the bright July sunshine, in which month? In the month of July. He felt sure that this year's robbery was going to be as successful as all the others. See, it says what? This year's robbery. This year's means that he stole only once a year. For 2 weeks, he had been studying the house at Shotover Grange. House at Shotover Grange means house in a rural area. Looking at its rooms, its electrical wiring, its paths and its garden. Why was he introspecting it? Because he was planning to steal, okay, make an attempt to steal. This afternoon, the 2 servants who remained in the Grange while the family was in London had gone to the movies. Okay, so how many servants were there in the house? There were 2 servants. Okay, so what have we learned so far? That he had 1 housekeeper to help him. Again, there were 2 helpers to help him manufacture locks. Again, there were 2 servants in the house at Shotover Grange. Okay, and the family members who resided in the house had been to London. Okay, now Horace saw them go. Saw them here means those 2 servants. Okay, Horace saw them go and he felt happy in spite of a little tickle of hay fever in his nose. We have already learned about the disease which Horace Danby was suffering from, that he was suffering from hay fever. It's a disease, okay, it's a kind of someone being allergic to pollen or dust. He came out from behind the garden wall. His tools carefully packed in a bag on his back. Now you may have a question in the back of your mind that, sir, what tools? Okay, tools, those tools, okay, or those equipments to help him open a safe, break open a safe, okay, or a locker. Carefully packed in a bag on his back. Okay, moving ahead. Okay, where did the cursor go? Yeah, here it is. Now, there were about 15,000 pounds. Okay, how many pounds worth of jewels were there inside the safe? Safe means what? Lockers. Okay, how many worth of jewels inside the locker? It had 15,000 pound worth of jewels inside the Grange safe. Okay, as we move ahead with this topic, we shall learn about that he came across this safe through a magazine. Okay, the owner of that house in Shotover Grange, he was, a kind of foolish, you may say, that, he revealed everything about the safe through an interview on a magazine. Okay, so, okay, we shall come across this in the later stage. Okay, just for, information, in case if you wondered that how did you know that the safe contained 15,000 pounds. Now, 15,000 pounds worth of jewels or ornaments. Okay, in the Grange safe. If he sold them one by one, here are the jewels. If he sold them one by one, he expected to get at least 5,000. Okay, he was planning to sell 15,000 okay, pound worth of jewels for how many? Sorry, for how much? For 5,000. Okay, so this can again be set as MCQ. Now, 5,000, enough to make him happy for another year. For another year meaning after stealing the safe, okay, from the house at Shotover Grange, it would help him, for another year. Now, so again, another year meaning year from which month? From July to June. Okay, it's not from January to December, it's from July to June. In case if the teacher wants to make it a bit difficult, MCQ, he or she may set it this way. For the month will be from July to June. Again, in the month of July upcoming year, he would again make an attempt to steal another safe. Now, there were 3 very interesting books coming up for sale in the autumn. Now he would get the money he wanted to buy them. Okay, as he was planning to purchase 3 very interesting books which was up for sale in the season of autumn. Autumn is a season or a transition period between summer and what? Summer and winter. Okay, it's a season. Okay, to be precise, it's a transition or a changing period between summer and winter. Now he would get the money he wanted to buy them. He would get the money from where? By after stealing the safe worth 15,000, and he would sell it for 5,000 pounds, and he would a part of the money he will spend to purchase those 3 very interesting books. How many interesting books? 3. Okay. Now, he had seen the housekeeper hang the key to the kitchen door on a hook outside. Okay. He put on a pair of gloves, took the key and opened the door. He was always careful not to leave any fingerprints. How did he embark inside the house? With the help of key which he saw housekeeper keep in to the kitchen door. He put on a pair of gloves. Why did he put on a pair of gloves? So that he did not leave any fingerprints for the cops so that the cops do not find them during the process of investigation. No. A small dog was lying in the kitchen. It stirred, made a noise, and moved its tail in a friendly way. Okay. So there was a dog. Okay. So as he entered the house, he came across a dog. The dog was very friendly. What was the name of the dog? It was Sherry. All right, Sherry. Horace said as he passed, all you had to do to keep dogs quiet was to call them by their right names and show them love. Okay. Again, this can again come as MCQ. Okay. So what was the name of the dog? It was Sherry. How did he know about it? It was when he was roaming around the house at Shotover Grange before he made an attempt to embark inside the house. Maybe during that time he came across the name of the dog. What was the name of the dog? The dog's name was Sherry. Now, the safe was in the drawing room. Again, this is very important line. The safe was where? Where was the safe kept? The safe was kept in the drawing room. Behind a rather poor painting, Horace wondered for a moment whether he should collect pictures instead of books. Okay, the author here is trying to be be sarcastic. Okay, here as he was passionate in collecting books, again he just gave he just had a second thought that whether he should collect books or he should start collecting pictures or paintings. Okay, because he just had this thought in the back of his mind. Now, but they took up too much room. What takes up too much room? It is the those paintings. Okay, whereas books do not take up too much room. In a small house, books were better. So now we know that Horace Denby's house was small. There was a great bowl of flowers on the table, and Horace felt his nose tickle. Okay, why was his nose tickling? Because he was suffering from hay fever. He gave a little sneeze and then put down his bag. Okay, what bag? The bag in which his tools were kept. He carefully arranged his tools. He had 4 hours before the servants returned. How many servants were there? There were 2 servants. Where did they go? They went for movies. Okay, they went for movies. Okay. Excuse me. The safe was not going to be hard to open. After all, he had lived with locks and safes all his life. How did he live with locks and safes all his life? Because he was a businessman dealing with manufacturing of locks. The burglar alarm was poorly built. What is a burglar? What is burglar alarm? Burglar alarm means, okay, an alarm which is kept to help to raise awareness in the minds of the people who are residing in the house. Okay, by this alarm. Okay, he went into the hall to cut its wire. So that the burglar alarm does not ring. He came back and sneezed loudly as the smell of flowers came to him again. Okay, see, I told you that he was allergic to pollen or dust. Okay, so pollen. Okay, how foolish people are when they own valuable things, Horace thought. A magazine article had described this house. See, I told you, okay, in the during the initial, when I briefed about this prose, that the owner of the house had already given the description of the house through a magazine. Okay, a magazine article had described this house, giving a plan of all the rooms and a picture of this room. The writer had even mentioned that the painting hid a safe. Painting hid a safe means the safe was behind a painting. Let us move ahead. But Horace found that the flowers were hindering him in his work. Hindering means to create barrier. Okay, to create barrier or hurdles. In his work, he buried his face in his handkerchief. Okay, why did he bury his face in his handkerchief? Because he was sneezing constantly, because as he was suffering from hay fever. Then he heard a voice say from again. Okay, this is again very interesting. Then he heard a voice say from the doorway. Doorway means entrance of a door. Okay, what is it? A cold or hay fever? As he was sneezing constantly, he heard a sound from the doorway. Okay, and the voice said, okay, or the person the person said a cold or hay fever. Before he could think, Horace said hay fever, and he found himself sneezing again. And he replied to this question. Okay, he said hay fever and he sneezed again. The voice went on. We do not know. Okay, the voice, whether the voice was of a male or a female. Okay, we shall come across this. The voice went on. You can cure it with a special treatment. You know, if you find out just what plant gives you the disease, I think you should better see a doctor. If you are serious about your work, I heard you from the top of the house just now. Okay, so the person had already, before Horace Denby entered, there was already an entrant inside the house. Okay, who was noticing all the movement of Mr. Horace Denby. Okay, it was quite kindly voice, but one with firmness in it. Firmness means confidence. Okay, a woman was standing in the doorway. Now we have understood that the voice was of a female. Okay, there was a lady who asked him about that, whether it was a cold or a hay fever. A woman was standing in the doorway, and Sherry, who is Sherry? Sherry is a dog. Sherry is the dog. Okay, and Sherry was rubbing against her. She was young. The lady was young, quite pretty, and was dressed in red. Okay, this description of the lady is very important, because we shall come across the lady who is the wife of the owner in the later stage of this prose. Okay, so this can again come as MCQ. Okay, women, she was young, she was pretty, and she was dressed in red. She walked to the fireplace and straightened the ornaments there. Fireplace means, it's a kind of a chimney. Okay, and straightened the ornaments there. Down, Sherry, she said. Anyone would think, I would been away for a month. She smiled at Horace. With this statement, okay, I would have been away for a month. With this statement, she was trying to make Mr. Horace Denby believe that she is the owner of this house. Okay, was she actually the owner of the house? No, she was also a thief. Okay, so we shall come across this in the later stage. Now, she smiled at Horace and went on. However, okay, wait, let me just wait. Okay, now she smiled at Horace and went on. However, I came back just in time, though I did not expect to meet a burglar. I came back just in time. Again, this is another statement to to make him firmly believed that she is the actual owner of the house. Okay. Horace had some hope because she seemed to be amused at meeting him. Amused means, she was happy. Amused means happy. He might avoid trouble if he treated her the right way. He replied, I did not expect to meet one of the family. One of the family means one of the family members. Okay, because he thought that the family members were in London and two helpers went for movies who would return after how many hours? After 4 hours. Okay. She nodded. I see. What an inconvenience it is for you to meet me. What are you going to do? Horace said, my first thought was to run. Of course, you could do that, but I would telephone the police and tell them all about you. They would get you at once. They would get you at once means that they would get you arrested. Okay, she would get Mr. Danby arrested. Okay, now Horace said, I would of course cut the telephone wires first and then see again it says okay meaning he has he did not continue the sentence. He said, I would of course cut the telephone wires first and then okay, and he stopped. He hesitated. Okay, a smile on his face. I would make sure that you could do nothing for some time. A few hours would be enough. Who said this statement? It was Horace Danby. Basically, he was trying to threaten her. But did she feel threatened? She looked at him seriously. You would hurt me. Horace paused and then said, I think I was trying to frighten you. Frighten you means to make someone feel afraid. Frighten you when I said that. You did not frighten me. Okay. So as he said that I would make sure that you could do nothing for some time. To why did he say this? To make her feel afraid of him. But did she feel afraid of Mr. Danby? No. Horace suggested it would be nice if you would forget you ever saw me. Let me go. The voice was suddenly sharp. Why should I? You are going to rob me. If I let you go, you will only rob someone else. Society must be protected from men like you. Okay, so this is what the lady said to Mr. Danby. Horace smiled. I am not a man who threatens society. I steal only from those who have a lot of money. I steal for a very good reason and I hate the thought of prison. Okay, he steals. Okay, he does not steal from everyone. He steals only from those who have a lot of money. Okay, again he says that I steal for a very good reason. And what is the reason? Why did he steal? He stole to purchase rare and expensive books. Okay, in case if you are to mention this in your answers, do mention rare and expensive. What is rare? Rare is something uncommon and expensive means something that is costly. Chalo, let us continue. And I hate the thought of prison. She laughed and he begged, thinking that he had persuaded her. Persuaded her means that he thought that he had convinced her. He had persuaded her. Look, I have no right to ask you for anything, but I'm desperate. Let me go and I promise never to do this kind of thing again. I really mean it. Who said this? Mr. Horace Danby. She was silent, watching him closely. Then she said, you are really afraid of going to prison, aren't you? She came over to him, shaking her head. I have always liked the wrong kind of people. She picked up a silver box from the table and took a cigarette from it. Horace, eager to please her and seeing that she might help him, took off his gloves and gave her his cigarette lighter. Okay, so the lady, when she intended to have to light a cigarette, he had Mr. Denby had lent his cigarette lighter, and what was the mistake did he do? He took off his gloves. Okay, as he took off his gloves, this will ultimately lead him to prison. Okay, we shall come across this. How does he go to prison just because of this, this mistake as which he committed while handing over the cigarette lighter. Okay, yes, but only if you will do something for me. Anything you say. Who said this? Lady. Who said this? Mr. Horace Denby. Before we left for London, before we see, again she is trying to, make him believe that she is the owner of the house. I promised my husband to take my jewels to our bank, but I left them here in the safe. I want to wear them to a party tonight, so I came down to get them. But again she stops. She doesn't say anything. Okay. Horace smiled. You have forgotten the numbers to open the safe, haven't you? Yes, replied the young lady. Just leave it to me and you will have them within an hour, but I will have to break your safe. Why is he, why did he say this? So that he can convince her not to call police, and he can safely leave the house. Don't worry about that. My husband won't be here for a month, and I will have the safe mended by that time. Mended means to repair. Okay. This means, okay, with this statement, the lady gave, okay, the lady gave, okay, Mr. Denby permission to break open the safe. Okay. And we are coming to the conclusion. Okay, see, concentrate. And within an hour, Horace had opened the safe. How many hours did it take for Horace Denby to open the safe? It took him an hour. Given her the jewels and gone happily away. For 2 days, he kept his promise to the kind young lady. On the morning of the 3rd day, however, he thought of the books he wanted, and he knew he would have to look for another safe. Okay, so let me just complete this paragraph before I start with my explanation. But he never got the chance to begin his plan. By noon, a policeman had arrested him for the jewel robbery at Shotover Grange. Okay, see, how many hours did it take? For Mr. Denby to open the safe? An hour. Okay, so this can again come as MCQ. After breaking open the safe and handing over the jewels to the lady, okay, it was after, okay, it was on the 3rd day. Okay, say he stole on Monday. Okay, so Tuesday he was at his home, Wednesday he was at his home. On Thursday, what happened? During afternoon, okay, policeman came to his house to get him arrested. Why? Because of the jewel robbery at Shotover Grange. His fingerprints, remember when he okay, that's why I told you, that when he handed over the lighter to the lady, he opened his gloves. So that is why his fingerprints got imprinted on the the lighter, sorry, on the safe. His fingerprints, for he had opened the safe without gloves. When did he open the gloves? Now we know. Were all over the room. And no one believed him when he said that the wife of the owner of the house had asked him to open the safe for her, because he had presumed that the lady who was pretty and young and who wore red dress asked him to open the safe was a thief and not the wife of the owner. The wife herself, now see, that is why I told you, to mark the description of the young lady, because now we come across the actual wife. See, the wife herself, it was, okay, she had grey haired. So what is grey haired? In Hindi we call it safed baal. Okay, so this is grey haired. We don't say white haired, we say grey haired. Now, sharp tongued women of 60. Sharp tongued women means she was very angry. And what was his age? She was 60 years old. See, it is completely contradictory to the, the description of that lady. She was, the lady was young. Again, here she is old. Okay, said that the story was nonsense. Story, which story is he talking about? The story which Mr. Denby said that he had broken open the safe on behalf of the wife. Horace is now the assistant librarian in the prison. See, Horace is okay. So Horace got himself arrested because, you know, just for one mistake which he committed. Horace is now the assistant librarian in the prison. He often thinks of the charming, clever young lady who was in the same profession as he was. Same profession. Okay, I told you that the lady was a thief. He gets very angry when anyone talks about honor among thieves. Honor means respect. Okay, respect among thieves, meaning one thief. Okay, say Mr. Den. Okay, a thief must have respect towards another thief. Okay, so when someone talks about honor among thieves, he gets really annoyed. Now there was a few questions, okay, in the initial lines. Now we are capable of answering it. See, it is said that you must set a thief to catch a thief, after full stop. But it is also said that there is honor among thieves. Which saying does this story illustrate? Whether it is one or two. Okay, so kindly reply with the option whether it is one or two. Now we know. Okay, so this marks the end of question of trust. In case if you have any doubt, you can put forward in the comments, in the comment section down below, or you can WhatsApp me on this contact number. In case of notes, you can just send me on WhatsApp, and I shall give you and I shall send you the handwritten notes of a question of trust from Footprints Without Feet. Okay. May God bless you. Jai Hind.